Hello, good morning everyone. Let's start with our continuing chapter, that is amalgamation of company. I have already completed question number 1. Now go through the question number 2, which is on the same method as the previous one. I have already told you that in our chapter 2 method will be there. First is second one is pooling of interest method. As on 31st March 2015, following were the balances of Ajay Limited and Vijay Limited. So the data, or we can say that the balance sheet of two companies with given. Both the company decided to amalgamate and establish a new company. It means both the companies were dissolved with the authorized share capital of new company Jai Limited. Ajay and Vijay will merge and forming a new company, that is Jai Limited. Authorized capital is divided into 10 lakh equity share of rupees 10. Following are the terms amalgamation in nature of purchase. It means that the method is nature of purchase. Now, it means first one method is that for Ajay Limited and for Vijay Limited, data is given. Management of a company will take over all the tangible assets and liabilities, in which the land and building rupees 4,50,000. I have already told you in our previous lecture that if the market value or any revaluation value is given in the question, then you should take that value, not a value which is given in the balance sheet. So for calculation of net assets for Ajay Limited, now we are taking not land and building, not 3 lakh, but we are taking 4,50,000. We can say that it's a new value or revaluation of the assets. Same way, plant and machinery which is given in the balance sheet is 8,50,000 for Ajay Limited, but now onwards we are taking plant and machinery as rupees 6 lakhs and stock rupees 3 lakhs. Same way, stock 3,20,000 which is given in the balance sheet, but now onwards we are taking stock 3 lakh. Remaining assets and liabilities valued at their book value. It means except this, all these furniture, data, etc. will be taking their book value at a book value. New company Jai Limited will issue 3 equity shares at 200% premium in exchange of 5 equity shares. Preference shareholder were to be allotted 4 shares at 200% premium of new company Jai Limited against 1 preferences. It means if the Ajay Limited is having 1 preferences, the holder of 1 preference share having a holding in the new company at a 4 shares. Same way in a equity shares. Now same is like information like Vijay Limited. Jai Limited has issued remaining share to the public at 300% premium. First of all, we have to calculate also the equity share which is issued to Ajay Limited and equity share which is issued to Vijay Limited, and then after we are deducting these shares from the authorized capital, and remaining share will be issued to the common public. Pass general entries in the books of only Jai Limited, prepare its initial balance sheet. It means that general entry after merger and balance sheet after merger. This type of question would be asked in your examination, not a first one. First one is for the information and it's quite lengthy one. First question is. Now second question, which is easy and IMP for the examination point of view. Now we are starting with our solution. First of all, first step is calculation of net assets. First we are calculating net assets. For that particulars, Ajay Limited assets and Vijay Limited assets. Land and building, goodwill is not taken because we are calculating at last goodwill. Land and building, plant and machinery, stock, furniture, debtors, cash and bank, both, because here it is not given in the, you have to retain the bank balance. You have to take market value of each and every assets which is given in the question. Now you are making a total of all these assets. It means total assets, which is the total of that particular is 17,80,000 and 32 30,000 Ajay Limited and Vijay Limited. Now we are deducting liabilities, which is external liabilities. External liabilities means creditors and debentures. Both are the external liabilities for the company, for Ajay Limited and Vijay Limited, and remaining are the capital and reserves. So we are deducting creditors and debenture from that particular total assets. Now total assets minus external liabilities, it becomes 14,30,000 and 25,30,000 will be your net assets. Our first step will complete. Again I'll repeat, you have to mention first total assets from the balance sheet. After calculating total assets, you have to deduct external liabilities from the total assets. You'll get net assets for that particular period. Now second one is, our step is purchase consideration. See, purchase consideration directly not given in the question over here. In a previous question which is given, purchase consideration is given in the previous question. Here purchase consideration is not given, so we have to calculate. How we can calculate purchase consideration? Let's see. Equity share, how? 5:3, which is also given in the question ratio. 5 equity shares against 3 equity shares, which is given in the question 5:3. Then 1 lakh here, how much? How come 1 lakh? 10 lakh is the total Ajay Limited total capital of rupees 10 each. It means 10 lakh divided by 10, 1 lakh is your total capital. 5:3, 1 lakh question mark. Then 1 lakh multiplied by 3 divided by 5. It's become 60,000. Now the 10 would be your capital and 200% premium. It means 10 is a capital and 220 rupees is a premium, because 10 is a face value and 20 rupees is the your capital, or sorry, share premium. Now it is 18 lakh will be your 18 lakh is considered to be as a equity share preference. Exchange of preferences, again 1:4, which is also given in the question, 1:4. Then 300, how much? The answer will be your 12,000. Now 10 rupees the face value, and against 20, then 12 lakh and 24 lakh, 36 lakh would be your answer. Total purchase consideration of Ajay Limited, which we have find it out, that is 18 lakh plus 3,60,000. Here 120 and 2,40,000. 18 lakh plus 3,60,000, it would be a 21,60,000 would be considered as a purchase consideration for Ajay Limited. Same way we are calculating for Vijay Limited. Again, in a Vijay Limited, equity is at 6:3, which is directly given in our question. Here it is given in our question, 6 equity share against 3 equity shares. 6, 3, then 1,50,000 out. How it's come 1,50,000? 15 lakh divided by 10. It means 1,50,000. That is, your answer would be 75,000 multiplied by 10. It is considered as a face value, and 20 rupees as your share premium, because it is given 200% premium. Right. Then 7,50,000 will be your capital, and 15 lakh it be your share premium. So 22,50,000 is a equity share purchase consideration. Now same way we are calculating preference holder to equity share, 2:7, which is also given in the question. 2 preference share, 2 against 7 equity shares. 2, 7, then 2,000. How much? How 2,000 will come? That is 2 lakh divided by 100. It means 2,000 would be considered as your preference as capital. 2,000, how much? So the 7,000 would be your answer. 7,000 multiplied by 10, it is considered as a capital for your new company. Same way the 20%, it means 200% premium will be considered as a 7,000 multiplied by 10, 2,10,000 will be your share premium. So the total amount would be 2,10,000. So the purchase consideration for the Vijay Limited is 22,50,000 plus 2,10,000. It means 24,60,000 will be considered as a purchase consideration for the Vijay Limited. Now we are already found out net assets for both the company and purchase consideration for both the companies. So we can say that our third step will be either would be a goodwill or capital reserve. If the answer is negative, then it will be considered as a now goodwill, purchase consideration minus net assets. Purchase consideration of Ajay Limited is 21,60,000, which we have already find it out, 21,60,000 minus net assets for the Ajay Limited. Net assets for Ajay Limited is 14,30,000. So the answer would be 7,30,000, which is positive. So we can consider it as a goodwill. Goodwill of Ajay Limited in new company. Mind you well, goodwill in the of the Ajay Limited in new company, it means Jai Limited, will be considered as a 7,30,000. Now Vijay Limited, purchase consideration for Vijay Limited is 24,60,000 and net assets for Vijay Limited is 25,30,000. 24,60,000 minus 25,30,000. So answer will be negative. So if the negative answer will be there, then it is considered as not considered as a goodwill, but it is considered as a capital reserve. Now 70,000 would be considered as a capital reserve in your new company, that is Jai Limited. Yes. Now we are calculating balance sheet, not a balance sheet. First we are going through the general entries. First entry is business purchase account debtor to Ajay Limited and to Vijay Limited. You have to take here the amount is of purchase consideration, that is 21,60,000 and 24,60,000 in the books of Jai Limited. Mind you well, in the books of Jai Limited, you are making a general entries in the books of Jai Limited. First entry is business consideration account debtor to Ajay and to Vijay. Here amount will be considered as a purchase consideration amount. If purchase consideration amount not given in the question, we have to find it out with this informations. Now second entry is goodwill account debtor, all the assets account debtor, 2 liabilities and 2 business purchase account. Here all the assets account debtor, it means you have to making a total of, that is 17,80,000 all the assets account debtor. 2 liabilities, it means you make a liability total of all the liabilities, that is 3,50,000. 2 business purchase, the business purchase of Ajay Limited. Mind you well, you are making an entry of Ajay Limited, so 21,60,000 will be considered as a purchase consideration amount. So your same amount, it is considered as a question mark, that is 7,30,000 will be a goodwill. So this is your answer, 7,30,000. Now same way you are making an entry of Vijay Limited, all the assets account debtor, the total of all the assets, that is 32,30,000. 2 liabilities, that is the total of liabilities, that is 7 lakh. 2 business purchase, that is purchase consideration amount, that is 24,60,000. 2 CR, you are making a question mark, that is 70,000, which we have already find it out, right? Now next one is the bank account debtor to equity share capital to share premium. It means new shares or to the public issue. The remaining amount would be your public issue. So here it is given in the question, Jai Limited had issued remaining shares to the public at 300% premium. Remaining shares means the share which is issued to Ajay Limited and Vijay Limited, we have to deduct from this 10 lakh equity share, then we are getting the new issue. So the new issue would be 8,46,000 multiplied by 40 to equity share capital, that is the share face value, and 300% premium, it means 30 rupees would be considered as a share premium. So the bank account data 8,46,000 multiplied by 40, because the amount 40 rupees per share will be received in our bank. Out of that, 10 rupees of face value equity share and 30 rupees for the share premium from the public. Now we are making a total balance sheet. So in the balance sheet, it is quite simple one. Share capital, we are forming a vertical balance sheet. Share capital, under that equity share capital, which is 10 lakh, equity share of rupees 10 each, it means 1 crore rupees. Now reserves and surplus, under reserves and surplus, security premium 12 lakh plus 2 lakh 40,000 and 15 lakh plus 1 lakh 40,000 and security premium for new issue, right? Then 15% debenture, that is 7 lakh. How it comes 7 lakh? 2 lakh plus 5 lakh, that is considered as a 7 lakh. Again, current liabilities, only one liabilities is there, that is creditors 1 lakh 50,000 and 2 lakh, it means 3 lakh 50,000. The total of the first side is 3 crores 95 lakh 10,000. Now we are making goodwill, that is 7 lakh 30,000, which we have already find it out, minus capital reserves, that is which is paid to the Vijay Limited, we have to deduct from it. Now 6 lakh 60,000 will be considered as a goodwill in the new form. Mind you well, it is considered as a goodwill in the new form. All the assets except cash. All the assets except cash means you have to make a total of all these two except cash. You are not taking cash and bank balance, but total of all these two. Now cash 4 lakh 30,000 plus new issue 3 crores 38 lakh 40,000, so 3 crores 42 lakh 70,000. Now the answer will be 3 crores 95 lakh 10,000. Clear? This is the answer. So it would be considered as a second question. Now I'll give you the homework, same method, that is third. It is in your homework, the balance sheet of two companies given, same way, same is one like is previous one question which we have to. I will also give you the answer so you can easily calculate the question, right? This is the in our chapter there will be a two method. Out of that I have already bifurcate first method, that is purchase method. First, second, third, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11 and 13. These are the question which is related to first method. And merger method, it means a pooling of interest method, 4, 7, 8 and 12. It means only 4 question will be there in your second method. So from the examination point of view, we can already bifurcate that. Okay, first method is quite important one, so we have already learned first and second question we have completed. Third question I will give you in your homework. Thank you everyone.